Hey, welcome to the Minigolf Guy GIS Leadership Lunch and Learn show. I am your host, Toby Soto. I am the blogger behind minigolfguy.com, and I am also the GIS manager for the city of Riverside in California. I'm doing these shows to take you from good to great, based off of my experiences and my discussions with industry experts and leaderships like yourself. My opinions are my own and not of my employer. So last week I took a little vacation, took some time off, much needed to just recharge those batteries, get remotivated in the things that I'm doing. It's been hectic here at work, and there was a little bit of lull, so I took advantage and took that time off and tried to get a little bit of work done around the house. But for those of you who have toddlers in the house, sometimes that just doesn't quite happen. My 2-year-old decided to change his sleeping schedule, so getting things done wasn't quite as beneficial as I thought, but I was able to recharge the batteries, which was the most important thing. But the reason why I was telling you that is that it also gave me a time to kind of reflect on what we're doing here with Minigolf Guy and the YouTube channel and the Facebook Lives. And, I decided to take action on something that just was really burning inside of me, and so I just kind of wanted to share that with you. Have you ever had a discussion with someone that just kind of brought a bunch of light bulbs and fireworks into whatever you're wanting to create action based off of? Well, I had one of those experiences, and this was probably about a month and a half ago. I had a discussion with Katie Reed, who's the GIS supervisor for the city of Bakersfield, and we had a discussion about mapping animal intake points from animal control services out of the Chameleon CMS system, out of their database tables. And a lot of emails were passed back and forth, and we showed her examples that we've done and how we captured the data and kind of the results and what our conclusions and results were based on what we were mapping. And it just hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm just like, there's really got to be a better way to engage our community and engage the followers of Minigolf Guy, and just be able to share these experiences, because we have so much knowledge. All of you GIS managers, have dealt with so many different situations and had to produce certain results, and it's just like we just have so much information. And I just wanted to be able to just kind of recreate and bring this community together. And so it just really got me thinking about, what tools are out there? Well, what can we use in order to create this community? So during vacation, I was out there just kind of like perusing. There's the Slack, and then I have a teenager at home, and he does a lot of gaming. And so he says, a lot of people are on Discord, which, a lot of these platforms really have a lot of great advantages, but I didn't want to go that route because everyone's already on LinkedIn. We're already there. A lot of followers are already established, and get you guys to get onto another social media platform, that's kind of a tall order. So it's like, let's just use what we have existing. And so I took action. I decided to create a LinkedIn group just for us. And so it is called the Minigolf Guy GIS Leadership Lab. So excited to do this. This is great. This is just for us. And you may be asking, why did you pick Lab? Why didn't you pick, Leadership Network or Leadership Group? Well, do you remember when you were in college and you had to take that biology or chemistry lab, where you sliced off some potassium when the TA wasn't looking, and then you threw it in the toilet? No, I'm just saying. I didn't do that. Seriously, I didn't. But anyways, do you remember that culture? Do you remember that community of being in that lab and having those experiments and having the group discussions and, huddling around and looking at the results, and then, just creating those relationships and having that camaraderie? That's the type of feeling. That's what I want you guys to get out of the LinkedIn group that we just created. And so, the GIS Leadership Lab will have all those elements minus the potassium, obviously. And so we'll be able to have some focused discussions. and we'll be able to have leadership exercises. We'll get into learning by doing. So I'll throw things out there like, hey, try this. Also, I want to be able to share those experiences and share best practices of the things, the issues that we're always having to contend with. The other thing too is group support. We'll all be there. You know, not just the support you have around within your organization or within your city or county, but it's going to go out further. It's going to go out to the state. It's going to go out to a lot of different cities, a lot of different counties, you know, a lot of people that would be involved to give you the support you need on issues that you have to address. Excuse me. So why did I choose LinkedIn over those other communication platforms? You know, first and foremost, you're already there. The other thing too is that LinkedIn already has a great audience. You know, it's a global audience. A lot of you are there. A lot of people that don't already follow Minigolf Guy are there, but they're still watching. They're still looking. They're still reading the content. They're just not, you know, signed up on the email list on my website. The other thing too is that it has increased engagement. You know, I want to build that community within the LinkedIn, and also I want you guys as members to be able to post. You know, it's so much easier to post in LinkedIn than to, you know, post elsewhere because we're already there. And the other thing too is that we'll then be notified. You know, the notification capabilities that are already in LinkedIn worked out really well. You have the desktop notifications, and if you have the phone with the group app, you get those notifications in there as well, and it just makes it so much easier to comment. You know, you're already in there, you're already checking LinkedIn, you can easily comment and give feedback. The other thing too is that one of the big sellers on the whole idea of having the LinkedIn group is that a lot of corporate organizations don't have LinkedIn blocked. You know, a lot of other social media sites are blocked, like Facebook, Twitter, you know, Instagram, all those are blocked. But LinkedIn doesn't seem to be blocked, which is good because it does provide a lot of value and content. So that's the other reason why I decided to go with the LinkedIn groups. So that's what we got. We got the Minigolf Guy GIS Leadership Lab. I will have the links down below that you can request to be connected into the group. And I hope that you guys take the opportunity, join. I already have a couple posts up there, got a few members, and you know, I really want you to enjoy this experience. I'm going to make this the best that we can, and I want you to get the most out of it. So again, you can catch minigolfguide.com on the web. You can catch it on Facebook, and we're also on Twitter at minigolfguy. And I'll be here every Wednesday, 12:30, doing our GIS Leadership Lunch and Learn. Thank you everyone for your time. I really appreciate all the positive responses. I appreciate you guys watching us. Appreciate everything that you do for us, and I will just keep pumping out content for you. Thank you everyone. Take care.